Beautiful lady.
Okay. Hey, hey.
It's just,
Okay,
I just
I
love.
am gonna mute everybody really quick so you can unmute yourself, Clara and Lori. But welcome in, everybody. This is gonna be such a good one. So I'm so excited. But let me just mute Clara, Lori. You guys are gonna have to unmute here in 2 seconds. All right, you should be able to unmute, and then we can get started.
Yay.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hi, everyone. Tonight we have Lori Marquez in the house. I'm so excited for this one. It's got to be a good one. Um, I Lori has been, she is part of the MM365, and she is a leader, a top leader on the team. She leads with heart, one of my favorite people. Um, Love her to death. And I'm so excited to be interviewing her tonight, and what a story. So I'm going to let you know a little bit about her. But before I do that, I'd like to welcome everyone in. Tonight is about more than a business, it's about the incredible impact women can have on one another when we choose to lead with authenticity, courage, and heart. And Lori embodies all of that. Every woman has a story of challenges, victories, setbacks, growth, and resilience. When we share those stories, we give women, someone else, permission to believe their dreams are still possible. We remind each other that we're not alone and that our past doesn't define us, our future, or our future. So grab a notebook, lean in, and open your heart. And so with Lori, she has been in network marketing for over 9 years, pharmacy 2.5 years. She has held the title of Bronze Director. And you know what's really cool is for the last 9 months, her team and Lori have consistently hit director status. That's amazing. That is truly amazing. She's a proud mom of four grown children, three boys, one girl, and she is a huge, something a lot of people don't know about Lori. She's really an introvert. Who would have guessed? Because she is the party of the show. I tell you, whenever we're in Miami, wherever we are, she's got the mic in hand. She is leading the cheerleader of the team. I would have never known that, but she truly, at heart, is an introvert. Um, she is a huge part of our MM3 community, and I want to welcome her in. And at this time, I'll hand it over to you, Lori, to tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Man, what an intro. Thank you, Clara, my dog. I love Clara, by the way. We were at convention last year, and that is where the baddie became. I said to her, "You're a baddie. I need you. I need you to show up as the baddie you are. Okay? You are the baddie of the MM." So thank you, Clara, for the introduction. It was beautiful. I have loved just about every single person on this team. And I have to say that being in this, actually, when I thought about, I told you 9 years, I've really been in it a little over 10 and a half, because my first company was It Works. And I hated it. It did not work for me. It did not work for me. And I was like, I am never doing this again. And here we go. We roll around 6 months later, and my little friend comes over with this cute little kid, and she's like, maybe you would want to do this. And I was like, with the prior company. And then that's when live first came out. And I said, you know what? We're going to do this. And I just hit that damn live button and went with it. And I don't even know what I said, what I did. I was scared. I did it scared. And then it was all uphill from there. I won't say downhill. It was uphill from there. So definitely a interesting place to be, a place to grow, evolve, a place to fail, a place to be successful. If there is anything that I could say about network marketing in general, it is definitely a place of where you personally will evolve.
Agree. Thank you for that. Are you ready for the questions?
Let's go. Look, I even printed them out big so I can read them.
You see, I've got my glasses on tonight.
Me too, girl. I'm prepared.
So question number one, Lori, who were you before you became this leader, and what version of you did you have to bury to step into this level?
Woo. Now, guys, if you've seen any trainings and you've seen me before, if I cry, I apologize. It just happens every single time. Don't know if I'm gonna do it this time, but there's a lot to unpack. So to this question, I'd say before this journey, I was someone who consistently looked outside of myself for validation. I measured my worth by what I achieved, what people thought of me, and whether I was enough at any time. The version of me I had to bury was the people pleaser, the woman who believed she had to carry everyone else's expectations while ignoring her own needs. Leadership didn't just build my confidence, it solely stripped me. It taught me that becoming isn't about adding more, it's about letting go of everything that no longer belongs. Every season has asked me to surrender another version of myself, and I'm still learning to do that to this very moment. And I've learned that you don't become a leader by becoming more, you become one by becoming less of who you never were meant to be. I'm the only one. I'm the one who never cares about who's leaving the business and a company or who's doing what because I don't give a shit. I'm not in everybody's business because it's not my responsibility to be. My responsibility is to show up as this perimenopausal single mother, living on the edge, believing that a dream I've always had is for the underdogs to win without giving a shit what anybody thinks about me or my team. And the beauty of this business is that it doesn't require me to be perfect to be powerful. It meets me in real life, my real seasons, my real mess, and still gives me a place to grow, to lead, and to build something meaningful by becoming the woman I was always meant to be. Because for me personally, this business has given me numerous opportunities to be in rooms and on stages I never thought I would be in as a young girl diagnosed with a slow processing speed ADD and a neurodivergent. It has been hell on wheels sometimes for me with having those difficult disorders, so to speak. But what I've learned is that once it felt like those things were limitations, they became every part of the very thing that is shaping my voice, my resilience, and my ability to lead in a way that is deeply human and real and unpolished in the best way. And what I have to say when it comes to that part in leadership is that I have to give it up to my team for in the space where there's times where I'm down and they hold me up. And I cannot be more grateful for my team. So I just want to give everyone a shout out over these last few months. It's been a little rough to Beverly, to Lo, to Ashley, to Billy Joe, everyone, Tiffany stepping up. I just could not be more grateful.
That's amazing. Thank you for being so open and sharing with us. Number two, what is the loneliest part of leadership that nobody talks about? And how did you learn to stand in without shrinking?
The loneliest part of leadership is realizing that not everyone can go where you're going. Sometimes the people you love don't understand your vision, and that's the God honest truth. Sometimes you're the one encouraging everyone else while you're quietly carrying your own battles. There are seasons where you're leading from an empty bucket, still showing up, still pouring, still holding things together while internally learning how to function through exhaustion. But I've also learned something deeper in the space of leadership. We are living in a time where people are more overconsumed than ever, overstimulated, overexposed, and still undeveloped in self-awareness. So many are trying to follow a model and a script that no longer exists. We're clinging to old systems, old successes in a world that has already shifted. Even as a leader, it's difficult for me to communicate sometimes because comfort makes repetition feel like the truth. You see, the internet is changing consistently, right? Very rapidly. And a lot of times for people like us who are in our own comfortability, it takes a level of willing to evolve with it instead of romanticizing what would not work. I've also learned that in leadership, especially in network marketing, you will run into people who believe you can make them successful without doing the work. But this is an internal job. It's not something that can be handed to you, carried for you, or outsourced. You can be taught, you can be led, you can be supported, but your hands will never be able to be held. And here in the US, we are one of the most overfed yet under-resourceful nations when it comes to repetition, discipline, and self-led execution. We consume more than we create, and we often mistake access for action, something we are very clear about over here. So I stopped shrinking to make people comfortable and started honoring the truth. The right people don't need hand-holding. They need honesty, direction, and willingness to do the work. Because leadership is not about saving people from their process. It's about refusing to lie to them about what this process requires. And I've learned that loneliness doesn't always mean you're on the wrong path. Sometimes it's simply the space where God grows your character before he grows your capacity. Because sometimes the most sacred part of leadership is learning how to stand alone without abandoning yourself. And over the years, I've had teams, multiple teams, and we've gone up and down, right? The ebbs and flows of this community and this development. And it is personal development, it is product development, it is all these pieces that you collectively have to put together and realize what the beauty is within this business, because this business alone, it can be a lonely place, but it also can be a beautiful place, right? And this is what we're trying to teach the other people. We're trying to be different than the other ones who are not necessarily about the people. That's how I lead intentionally with my own team.
Wow. Wow. What can I say after that?
I don't
Mic
know, because
drop.
I was literally up
Amen.
till 2
Amen.
a.m. like writing all of the answers.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to everything you said. Wow. That was awesome. Number
Thank you.
3, when people look at your success, Lori, what part of your story are they not seeing that changed everything for you?
Ooh, I'm trying not to cry.
I know. I know.
You know how I get.
Yeah.
I am not the perfect leader, but I'm the one that sees value in human first. Some may look at each person as a dollar sign. What I see here are people who want to change but need a little direction, who are scared, but once led, they keep going. Perfect will never exist in my leadership, not for me, not for my team. I've gone through many people over the years, and some who've been with me for years, they're still here because the opportunity evolved them in ways, in some form or fashion. They don't see the things they don't see the nights I questioned everything, the financial pressure, the heartbreak, the seasons where I wanted to quit but showed up anyway. They don't see the tears before the live videos or the moments I had to lead while feeling completely empty with my bucket all the way empty. It's about choosing to keep going on the days that no one is watching, showing up when I don't feel full, when I didn't feel strong, when I didn't feel like the version of myself people expect me to be. Consistency during the hardest, most depleted seasons built the woman and the person you see today. And even now, I'm learning that leadership doesn't always look like overflow. It sometimes looks like obedience in the middle of exhaustion, because the real transformation doesn't happen when I feel strong. It's happened when I refused to stop while I was still becoming, and I'm still learning to be her, and I'm still trying to teach and lead within that way to my own personal team.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Wow. Amen. Amen to that as well. It's awesome. That is you. That is you.
Thank you.
Number 4, if you could sit across from the woman you were before this journey, Lori, what truth would you tell her that would change who she was becoming?
I would tell her to stop waiting until she's ready. I would trust yourself sooner. Stop believing every thought that tells you you're behind and you're not worth it. Protect all of your peace. Your healing matters just as much as your hustle. And I would tell her the hardest seasons of your life won't break you. They'll introduce you to the strongest version of yourself. Amen. And even in the seasons where you feel empty, you are not failing, you are being formed, because readiness was never the requirement, willingness was. And I'd also tell her that the life she's building through this business is going to become one of the greatest gifts of her obedience, not just because of what it provides, but because of who it forces her to become in the process.
Amen to that as well. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being so open and just sharing. You're just so authentic in your delivery, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And I just want to say that to every single person on here, the minute you decided to sign and become a part of network marketing is the minute you decided that you wanted to make a change in your life, good, bad, or indifferent. And even though at times it is scary and you're trying to figure out who you are, and you're looking at other people and you're figuring out who these people are, what network marketing is, when you become whole within who you are, no one can distract you from your purpose. No one can distract you from your joy. There has been many times where I feel or felt distracted and feel like I could blame someone, when the reality is I have to look at myself in the mirror and know what I want and know what success I've had here. Because in all honesty, whether I'm making $2 or $10,000, this has provided me a lifestyle I never would have had otherwise. I would have never been able to travel. I would have never been able to meet all of you. I would have never been LL on the mic dropping it real hot 3 times, or meeting Batty and creating this momentum that we have, the success that we know lies behind us, Jennifer and Amber pushing with no one to ever really lead them.
Yeah.
So what they have taught me in their leadership is that you have to be resourceful, is that you have to figure out what exactly you want, because the tools are constantly given to us every single day. It's just, how are we going to use them? How are we going to implement them? These girls show up like nobody's business. You see them creating momentum every single day. And without that, just that tiny bit of structure, we can get lost amongst the millions of companies that are out there. But within this company, what do you believe in? What do you love? We know the products work. We know what we have to offer. We know what the opportunity will do. We know what this community will do. We know how we will run. We know how we will collectively have to look in that fucking mirror and say, there are some things I have to change about myself in order to grow, in order to bring people in. Because let me tell you, you can't lead that horse to water. You can't. And so if that person necessarily doesn't want it, guess what? If there is sometimes that reflection is hard, right? That reflection is hard when you're trying to lead people, when you're trying to bring people on. The other thing I want to say is this: let people go. If they don't want it, you don't have to force anybody. You can see potential in somebody and want them to stay so bad, and they go. Has nothing to, it's not a reflection of you. That means that next person is still waiting for you to show up, but you're giving all your time to this person who really doesn't want it. It's not up to you. It's not your fault. It's not because there's outages. It's not because we don't have the product. It's not because of any of that, because we have a catalog, probably one of the biggest catalogs out there. There's something to sell regardless. And there's something that you use every single day regardless, right? So let them go. There are more people who are waiting for you to show up as your authentic self so that you relate to them, right? You relate to them. And I talk about this a lot, and I've talked about it a lot over the years with my team. I deal with the heart the most. And what I have done over the years is I did let people walk all over me until I don't. Because guess what? This is my business, and what I want for my team and what I want for the people collectively. If it doesn't work, I'm not forcing you. Plenty of fish in the sea, right? Plenty of fish in the sea. So when you decide to show up and you decide to look at that mirror, I want you to look in that mirror and I want you to say, I am successful. I want you to say, we're going to take this MM365 to the moon. I want you to say the movement. I want you to say, wherever you are, Team Sparkle, wherever the hell you are in this organization, you scream it to the rooftops, because we have something to offer. You're going to change a mother's life. You're going to change a single woman who maybe doesn't even have children. You're going to a grandmother. You don't know who. We have every single person on this team that can benefit from what we have to offer. Just in my own team, just in my own friends, just in my own community, I have watched people change. We are watching success stories here every single day. And I will be 100% honest with you. I've been real quiet these past couple months because I've been going through it here. And my team has picked up my slack a little bit. And that's because we've built that community, but they know at the core and the heart of hearts, I will answer their messages. I will respond. I will help. I will do whatever I have to do, even when I am empty. So just remember, building your team, building your community, it makes such a difference. And that means you got people to lean on. That means you have people you are training, you are leading, right? You are leading in that direction. So like I said, I kind of lead in a different way, but the reality is too, this is our business. This is our business, and we have to make sales, and we have to produce, right? We have to work. If we don't work, it fails. That means it doesn't mean you fail. It just means it fails. If you don't do it, you're not going to get it back, right? It's the law of the universe. Ebb and flow every single day. Sorry, I just went on a tangent, but I love you guys.
No, that was awesome. 100% concur. Give her some give her some fire emojis in the chat. That was like awesome, Lori. I just love the way you speak from the heart, and it comes out just real raw. I saw someone put in the comments raw. That was raw, and I love it. And I have to say I agree with you 100%. This community, Amber and Jennifer, what they've done for us, I've never had a community like this in my entire life. The work they put on behind the scenes, everything they do for us, the training, the team, the community, it's just amazing.
It's top tier, and I have to
Yeah.
shout out my own personal leader, because without her I wouldn't be here either. Without her telling me I was way more capable than I ever thought I could be, and her saying, if not this, then what else, Lori? If not, I don't know how many times I heard that, Jennifer. If not this, what else, Lori? I know, I hear you.
Are you kidding? I would never be doing this. Jennifer saw more in me than I saw in myself. So this community, I tell you, just amazing. I agree. I agree. Are you ready for a little speed round fun?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. I can't even read right now. All right.
Sorry.
Fill in the blank, Lori.
Oh, hell.
Success starts with
Initiative.
okay. That's good. What is one word that describes the woman you are becoming?
Oh, confident.
I saw that on this whole interview. Absolutely.
I don't know where it came from. It's coming out though.
If you could give your younger self one piece of advice in 5 words or less, what would it be?
You're going to make it.
Wow. Yes. Okay, bonus question. I just threw in a bonus question.
Do it.
What's
I love you.
What's one habit you refuse to skip, no matter how busy life gets?
Ooh. Well, considering my ADD is out of control, I skip a lot. So I don't necessarily have an everyday action. But I do have to wake up every morning and thank God, even in my most disregarded mental state at times. That is one thing I do, even when I feel like the world is crumbling below me.
Okay. And what plans do you have in place for the remainder of 2026?
Woo! First of all, my girl Bev over here has been rocking with me forever now. We call her the oracle of the team. Okay, because she is exactly that. And I could not do this business without her. And she literally is going to be director this year, come hell or high water. That is what's going to happen with her, because it is her time too. And she definitely is. If any of you know her, which I'm sure most of you do, this woman's heart and soul is exactly who it is online that it is offline. She is pure. She is honest about her own ADHD. That's all. I mean, our thoughts that go back and forth are wild sometimes, but God only knows. Her people are out there just waiting to be loved up by Miss Beverly, because she is, and she loves up on everybody. And I have to say, 100% we're going to be a golden team by 2020, the end of 2026.
Ooh, I love that. And yes, love Beverly. She is amazing. To know Beverly is to love Beverly. Absolutely. I want to thank you. This has just been magical. I really appreciate you coming on tonight, sharing with everyone. We have a lot of new people on the team, and I hope everyone took away something from this tonight. And I'd like to leave with a little millionaire mindset moment. Your future isn't built by what you do once in a while, it's built by what you do consistently when no one is watching. Millionaires don't wait until they feel motivated. They stay committed to the vision, trust the process, and keep showing up. Every small action today is a deposit into the life you're creating tomorrow. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think.
Amen to that. And I just want to give you a big thank you. And I just want to thank my team. I see you guys over there in the comments. I love every single one of you. Kayla, it's go time, baby. I see you over there. It's go time. So I know that we're going to be completely successful. I hope that everybody is seeing the growth that we have here, the excitement that we have here. Because let me tell you, August, September, October, y'all, this is our time to shine. This is our time to shine. And the other thing I want to say, sorry, Claire, I know you were ending this, but sometimes I just don't shut the hell up. But listen, that's because I feel like I'm a fighter, okay? And I feel like all of us are getting ready to go into this next chapter. I love all of you. We're getting ready to go into this next chapter. So again, be so loud. Figure out what exactly you love to do and push it. I don't care if it's the makeup. I don't care if it's the nutrition. I don't care if it's a skincare. I don't care if it's a hair care line. Because guess what? You can sell anything to anybody. People are shopping all day, every single day. Doesn't matter where the economy is, it does not matter. So remember that when you are pushing your product, okay? You are the brand, period. I am branding myself currently, and I've been in the rebranding phase, and I make sure I put that picture at the end of every single reel that I'm doing. I miss some sometimes, but people are paying attention to MM365 and Soul Purpose Team, because once you start to brand yourself, they're going to come to you, and then they are going to use that product because that product's going to solve the problem.
Woo!
Okay, I love you guys. I'm done, I promise.
Ending on a high note, guys, stay tuned for next week. And then I have a couple of surprises going to happen in August as we close out this series. So you don't want to miss it. Be sure to be on. And thank you, Amber and Jennifer, for again allowing us this platform. Night, everyone.
Thank you, Clara. Good night, everyone.
Good night.